Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I thought I'd talk about anxiety and how it affects me and how I deal with it. And I'd also like to give you guys some ideas on dealing with it, yourselves. So I made some notes here. I thought I'd just go over my list here, if you guys don't mind. So anyway, there's different types of anxiety disorders. And the main one, the one I've been diagnosed with, is generalized anxiety disorder, or GAD. And that's excessive uncontrollable worry about everyday things. Panic disorder is another one. Reoccurring panic attacks, sudden periods of intense fear. I also have that. Social anxiety disorder, intense fear of social situations. I can have that. It just depends on I don't know what my brain's doing at that time, but I definitely have had that. Special phobias, extreme fear of a special object or a situation. I don't deal with that. There's obsessive compulsive disorder, which I didn't really realize was an anxiety disorder, but evidently it is, and that's something I don't deal with as either. And then post-traumatic stress disorder is also listed as an anxiety disorder, and that's something I don't believe I have either. And what are some of the symptoms of these things? Well, there's excessive worrying, restlessness or feeling on edge, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, irritability, muscle tension, and sleep disturbances. And I deal with all those things. Since I've started medication, they've gotten better, and I get through the day a lot easier than I used to, but I still deal with all those things to some varying degree, especially the excessive worrying. I don't know, about things that don't really matter. And so what can cause some of these anxiety issues? Well, genetics, I think that plays a big part of why I deal with them. If anybody has read my book, you know that I don't know my dad's side very well. Recently, I should say, in the last couple of years, last 2-3 years, I found out who my real dad was. And that side of the family doesn't seem to deal with anxiety so much. My dad has passed away, so I only know my siblings from his side. And yeah, it doesn't seem like that's a big issue. But with my mom's side, my mom deals with it, my sister, my brother, my daughter deals with it. So genetics, yeah, I'll have to say that plays a big part. Brain chemistry, imbalances in neurotransmitters. I don't know if I have that, but I probably do. That's probably part of the genetics. My brain's wired to do the things it does. Environmental stress can cause these issues, and medical conditions can also cause anxiety, like chronic illness or other mental disorders. And there are therapies out there, there's treatments out there for all of these things. And just because one doesn't work for you doesn't mean, excuse me, another won't work for you. Some of these things are therapy. CBT is a big one, cognitive behavioral therapy. I've done some of that stuff on my own, and I don't know, I can't focus in enough to be able to use that type of therapy, but for some people it works really, really well. Medications. Well, I've dealt with anxiety my whole life, and it's just in the last under 3 years, two plus years that I've started medications, and it works for me. I take 40 milligrams of citalopram when I get up in the morning, and that's the highest dose of citalopram. I'm probably saying it wrong, guys, but that's the highest dose, I guess, that you can get, and I'm on that. I take that every morning. As a matter of fact, I forgot to take that today. I gotta go take my medication. And I also take 100 milligrams of I forget, quetiapine. And that is something that was given to me to help me sleep. So I take 100 milligrams of that at night. That helps me sleep. It's off-labeled as a sleep help type of medication. It's also used for other things that don't have to do with me, but I do take it for sleep. I don't take benzodiazepines. I don't take beta blockers or any of that kind of stuff. Other things that can help would be lifestyle changes, regular physical activity. Well, if anybody watches my channel, they know I hike quite a bit, and that's been super, super helpful for me. Healthy diet, that's up and down. My healthy diet, it's up and down. Right now, I think I'm doing pretty good. My wife is always on me about that, but I can let that go where I can get kind of unhealthy, but when I'm doing a healthy diet, it definitely helps. Adequate sleep is another one, for a treatment option. And for some of us, that's very difficult to get, but I'd say I get that much better these days than I used to with help of medication. Mindfulness can also be something that could help you, and relaxation techniques. I am a firm believer of meditation and breathing techniques. You guys should try these if you haven't already. They definitely help. Practice deep breathing and relaxation exercises really has been a game changer for me as well. Maintain a regular exercise routine. I wish I was better about that. I do have a gym membership, and I don't use it like I should because I'm so busy with different things. We got a brand new Planet Fitness in town. I should be there more often, and I'm not. But I am on the trails as much as I can be. Another one is limiting caffeine and alcohol intake. Well, I'm not a big drinker, if you can call me a drinker at all, but limiting caffeine, no, I like my caffeine, but I guess I do limit it. I'll drink it up to about 11, 12 o'clock in the morning, and then I stop for the rest of the day. Some other coping strategies could be staying connected with friends and family. That's a big deal with me. I'm really close to my wife. If I'm having a bad time, I'll tell her that I'm having a bad time. I tell her, hey, can you give me a little extra love or a little extra something? And she's good about that. Also talk to my daughter quite a bit because she deals with these things too. So we have a strong communication when it comes to anxiety and how we're feeling. Set realistic goals and break tasks into smaller steps. In other words, if you have a big job or a big thing you've got to do, it can feel really daunting, but if you break it up into little smaller tasks, it might be easier for you. So those are some of the things that I think about when I think about anxiety and anxiety disorders. So what do you guys do? How do you guys deal with your anxiety? What do you do deep breathing? Do you take medication? Has that been a game changer for you? Just curious, leave a comment down below if you'd like. And as always, if you could, please subscribe, hit that notification button as well, and we'll see you guys on the next video. On a side note, though, I know I haven't been putting up a lot of videos lately. I've been really busy with the building of the new company that I'm starting next year. So, but I'm going to try to get better. I'm kind of getting caught up on some of that stuff, so hopefully I can do more of these videos for not only myself, but for you guys, and hopefully you're enjoying them. And I've also started my second book. That's something that, I don't know if any of you have read the first book, but if you liked it, there is a second one coming. And that one I'm going to be talking more. The first one was a memoir about my whole life and how I got to this point. The second one's going to be more of my life with anxiety. So that one's going to really be focused around my anxiety and how it affects me and how it started. And, anyway, that's all anxiety. So I don't know when it'll be done, but I've started that. So anyway, everybody have a great week. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through, and we'll see you on the next video. Talk to you later.